WLFI family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Appreciate all the love. Apologize I wasn't able to give you guys an update last night. I'm sure you guys can tell by, the overall audio sound. I am currently out of my current studio, but still, guys, I'm bringing you guys this update, trying my absolute best to give you guys these updates that you guys deserve. If you have not subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button. Come join the Crypto ZX army. But with that being said, let's take a look at what's happening with WLFI token. So the price of WLFI token right now is up about 8.1% over the course of the last 24 hours, which of course is very exciting to see, of course. If we're looking across the board, overall, we're seeing a little bit of a shift in the market in terms of a retracement, but the broader market still feeling the love. Obviously, if you're taking a look at it on a weekly time frame, it speaks for itself. But with that being said, if you're looking at it on a weekly time frame, WLFI token is one of the coins that's actually still down about 6.2%. Yes, it's quite new still in the markets, but it is still down. So again, this gain that we're seeing, it is exciting, but in terms of a weekly aspect, it is still not balanced itself, within the broader market. But let's take a closer look. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So WLFI token price right now is at 22.2 cents, up 8.3% in USD, Bitcoin, and 10% in Ethereum comparative. Valuation back up to that 6 billion mark, and the 24-hour trading volume is also starting to pick up, which again is always nice to see. But let's take a closer look and see, what's really happening. So remember, 3 days to the FOMC meeting, about 93.4% odds of the 25 BPS rate cut is already kind of set in place. 6.6% of the 50 BPS. So pretty much meaning 6.6% probability that, we do see a 50 BPS rate cut, which of course is not as high. 25 BPS, I think, is already priced in within the broader market, but we'll see what happens. Let's take a closer look and see what is happening with WLFI. So World Liberty Financial Community is voting to use 100% of protocol liquidity fees to buy back and burn WLFI, which of course is bullish right now. That is still happening. Make sure you do vote on that if you are a World Liberty Financial holder. But with that being said, let's take a look at what's happening with the price. What's really causing the WLFI to be moving towards the upside? A huge factor is the dominance. Dominance broke below the August levels. We actually came down to 57.2% for the first time since the beginning of this year, and that tells you everything you need to know in terms of an altcoin season. Some people think that we're not going to see an altcoin season, but again, we are already, I can literally say we're already in an altcoin season. Take a look at it on a weekly time frame, take a look at it on a monthly time frame. You can really see some coins already starting to feel that love. If you're looking at Bitcoin, though, Bitcoin is looking amazing. We're sitting above our confirmation zone right now. You can see we did go up to 116,600, not exactly at our 117k key range confirmation, but we are still remaining above 115. So far so good. It's still the weekend, but this upwards trajectory for Bitcoin is still in play, which of course is amazing to see. But let's take a look at what's happening with World Liberty Financial. So going back to what we've discussed in my previous update, overall, this support at 20 cents played out for us. Again, this project has been in the market for only 2 weeks. We only have 2 weeks worth of data to work with, but so far I'm very, very impressed with the way this project has held. You can take a look at it on September 4th when we were sitting at 16.5 cents. Since then, you're still up about 40%, and right now, we did come up to the likes of 23.1 cents. You can see that resistance kind of got rejected, but we are still in this upwards trend on the hourly time frame. You can see this for yourself on the hourly time frame from September 11th. You can see, we are in this upward trajectory, and breaking out of this key resistance takes us back up to 24.5 cents. And after that, I think the door is open for us to retest September 1st levels, which obviously we haven't seen since the beginning. So, I'm really liking this setup right now. The volume is picking up, and the best thing, in my opinion, right now is that the broader market is starting to heat up. Dominance, the further it goes down, the better it is, in my opinion. What I want you guys to understand for the dominance is look at the way the dominance is pulling down right now. We could be on our way down to where we were back in December of last year when market literally went parabolic after obviously Trump was announced US president. So, you're looking at the dominance doing exactly what you want to see it happening. Altcoins are starting to feel love, and I do believe WLFI token is going to see this breakout above our, September 7th wick. Breaking out of here, I think opens the door for us to retest the key range, which I've been discussing to you guys right now. Obviously, the first level would be around 26 cents, but primarily the major level to be looking out for is around 28.5 cents. But so far, so good. Love what I'm seeing here, especially the fact that, we're in a weekend. It has found a ground for itself, especially for a newly listed project. You want to see these types of, price action. You don't want to just see the price just plummet downwards day by day. And usually that does tend to happen with new coins. Yes, tokenomics aren't the best as of now, but this is where, the governance part really comes into play. And again, that's where that risk strategy comes into play of your own. This is where your due diligence, needs to come into play. If you don't like the tokenomics, you're not willing to take that risk, then, it's up to you. That's, where you make that decision. As you guys know, I'm being quite transparent. I own 0 WLFI token. I make these updates for you guys, the ZX family, and you guys tend to love this, and I bring you guys these unbiased updates. That's the beauty of doing these analysis updates. But, subscribe if you have not done so already. And with that being said, guys, I will see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace.